Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about the most misunderstood topic in leadership, how to actually know your team. But first, let's get one thing straight. I'm not just another engineer who happened to become a manager. I'm not. I've spent years in one of the world's largest multinational corporations. I've seen how massive systems scales, and I've seen how they fail when the human element is ignored. What I'm about to share with you isn't some soft theory from a textbook. It's the reality of the arena. You won't find this in HR manuals or generic Reddit threads because most people think leadership is a checklist. It is not. It's a strategy for performance. So, what does the standard corporate advice tell you? They say schedule your one-to-ones, check the OKRs, and ask about their 5-year goals. But here is the truth. That is waste of time if you don't have a connection. But wait, I'm not talking about being friends. I'm talking about business efficiency. When you follow a robotic script, you build a wall. Your engineers give you safe answers. They hide the risk. They hide the bugs. You aren't getting data. You are getting a filtered version of reality that slows everything down. And this is the only truth. Let's talk about why we build relationships. We don't do it just to be cool. We do it to increase team velocity. You learn about your team outside the meeting room, over a lunch, over a coffee, or while laughing about the production fail. Why? Because when your team trusts you, they communicate faster. They resolve conflicts in minutes, not days. They tell you the truth about a deadline before it's missed. This is how you get the job done. A high trust team is a high speed team. If they don't feel comfortable coming to you, they will work in silos, and that is where projects go to die. You want people to walk into your office and say, you have an incredible team. That reputation is built on the foundation of a connection that actually thrives results. Second pillar, you must know the products and its needs inside out. Coming from a major multinational, I can tell you that if you don't understand the why behind the product, you cannot lead the how of the engineering. If you don't understand the pressure points of the business, you cannot protect your team from burnout. You need to speak the language of the product to earn technical respect. When you know the architecture and the business goals, you stop being a paper pusher and you start being a blocker remover. Your job is to clear the path so your team can run faster. If you don't know the product, you are just a bottleneck, and this is the hard truth. Third, you need to master the motivation API. Every high performer has a different trigger. One wants the hardest technical challenge, another wants more autonomy, a third wants recognition in front of the stakeholders. If you don't know what motivates them outside the office, you will never know how to push them inside the office. This isn't about being nice, it's about optimization. When you align an engineer's personal why with the project's how, the productivity doesn't just increase, it doubles. You stop managing tasks and start leading a high output machine. And this is the only truth. Whether you are a new manager or a veteran who has seen it all, the trap is the same, falling into the formal process. But process without connection is just bureaucracy. Your team is changing every day. If you aren't relearning your people, you are managing a ghost of a team. To stay indispensable, you must stay connected to the pulse of the people doing the work. A one-to-one is a calendar invite. Connection is the engine of the work. Don't be the manager with a notebook, scribbling KPIs. Be the leader who builds a team so tight, so efficient, and so aligned that people stop and wonder how you get so much done so fast. This is the human stack. This is how we win in the real world. If you are ready to stop being a manager and start being a high-performance leader, hit the subscribe button. Challenge for your next one-to-one. Put the laptop away. Talk to them as humans. Find out what drives them. Then come back and tell me, how did that conversation change the way you looked at the next deadline? Let's build better teams. I will see you in the next one. Thank you for your time. Bye.